Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Shrish, we do not have time to pray to God. For that, Ramakrishna smiles. That is true. Nothing come to a pass except the right time. We have read this. I am going to read again. Going to bed, the child says to the mother, when the nature calls comes, you wake me up. Then mother says, my son, don't worry. The call itself will wake you up. I need not wake you up. Like that. When the time comes, you can irresistibly, you will be moving towards God. It is all decided beforehand by God what each shall receive. Then he gives the example of mother-in-law. She is to give a particular measure of food to all daughter-in-laws, and one day that measure breaks off. All will be happy. We can get as much food as we need. Then all will be joyful. Then she says, mother-in-law says, my measure might have broken. My hand measure is there with me. Like that, he says, God, whoever has to receive whatever, he will be surely given. One thing is, we have to enhance our longing. We have to enhance our understanding of God. And what do I seek? It is no doubt necessary to practice spiritual discipline, but there are two kinds of aspirants. The nature of one is like monkey's baby holding on to the monkey. Other is like the kitten. Each time it weeps, it cannot hold on to its mother. Mother comes, hold it with its own mouth, and wherever it wants to place, it will place. There are two aspects of sadhakas, Sri Ramakrishna tells. All that they do is to cry to God with a yearning heart. God hears their cry and cannot keep himself away. He reveals himself to them. At noon, the host wished to feed the master and devotees. Sri Ramakrishna smilingly pacing the room. Now and then exchange a few words with the musician. The musicians with a smile. Yes, that is true. It is God alone. Master is telling to musician. Musician says, it is God alone who is both the instrument and the cause. Duryodhana said to Krishna, O Lord, thou art seated in my heart, I act as thou make me act. This also we have seen in the last class, how that understanding comes. We have what is God, what is right, what is wrong, everything we know. But something is driving us in a particular direction. Who is driving me? The same thing comes in the Upanishad. Kene shitam, Kenopanishad. Kene shitam patati manaha. What guided by whom? Governed by whom? The mind falls a prey to the enjoyments, to the world. It is driven to the world. What makes it drive? Who is making it? All this. Similarly, on the other side, who is that God to whom we are worshipping? Hiranyagarbha Sukta. Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Who is that God to whom we are offering this? How the things you see, we want to know what is God, where is He, what is He? We have heard, and an unknown intuitive understanding is there. He's somewhere. God is somewhere, something. Oh, He's all pervading, we hear. He's beyond all things, as source of all this universe and all beings. In all this we hear. But what am I driven by? Oh, that God is governing everything, and so also my life. He is driving me. This understanding also comes. But when I start going in the wrong way, wrong path, then the question comes, is really God driving me? Without God, nothing can happen. That also on one side. On the other side, being God, will He drive me to the unwanted things? That's also there. So, God exists, appears as a law of nature. One of the aspects of nature called rhythm. The individual order is called karma, the social order is called dharma, the cosmic order is called rhythm. The whole universe, rhythm, Om, Rim, rhythm. Evening, every day we sing this, Vivekananda's writing, Om, Rim, Rhythm, Tvamachalo. So that rhythm, the absolute has become a law. Whatever you do, you have to reap. Whatever way you are running, it gains momentum. It will push you further and further. So, this aspect of nature, why? The question was, why? Why should it happen? Because we are in the realm of constantly changing flux, and it goes according to a definite law. Master, yes, that's true. It's God alone who acts through us. He is the doer, undoubtedly, and man is His instrument. But it's also true that an action cannot fail to produce its result. Your stomach will certainly burn if you eat hot chili. It is God who has ordained that chili will burn your stomach. Here comes the law of nature. Yes, it is ordained by God. It is the laws of nature. Rhythm is by the Lord. Ordained that chili will burn the stomach. If you commit sin, you must bear its fruits. But one who has attained perfection, realized God, cannot commit sin. Sri Ramakrishna gives the example. The expert singer cannot sing a false note. A man with trained voice sings the notes Saregama Padani. The meal was ready. The master and devotees went to the inner court, and there they were treated to a generous feast. One of the part of worship The last part is to partake the prasad of God. And it is done in the presence of God. The God feels extremely happy, it seems, when just like a mother, when she feeds the children, how joyfully they enjoy it. And mother also, how joyfully enjoys feeding. Varieties of things according to the needs of the children. What they enjoy, that will be prepared. And that pleases both mother and all children. Like that, God feels so happy, it seems, when all work is done and then children sit and eat the prasad. Whole puja is a long-term process. You see, the plants have to be planted for flowers. Every day somebody has to water. The vessels are needed for worship. Those has to be washed every day. So many vessels will be there. Clothes are necessary to be washed. So all this background something is going on from long time. Today I am sitting for puja. The plant was planted maybe 5 years back or 10 years back. Every day they are watering and nourishing and keeping it alive, that I am getting flower every day. So it's a long process. It looks like somebody is doing puja. No, just lighting a camphor. The camphor plant, its extraction, camphor extraction. How many things have happened? Vessels I am using. The vessels from ore, taking out the ore, discovery of the ore, where it is available, unearthing it, converting into metal, making it into a vessel. I am using it, but behind the worship, so much of activities are going on. Those activities are part of the worship. When the worship is over, the last they sit and eat God's prasad. Oh, how much of pains you have taken, my child, to do this worship. So God becomes gracious and experiences the joy. Every devotee experiences the joy of serving. Now, when we were still volunteers in Bangalore Ashrama, in those days before my joining, and every month there used to be kitchen cleaning. Each department they'll call. Once in a month, everything, whole thing. We'll be engaged every week, twice at least. Bookstall will be there. Whole thing will be taken, books one by one, racks, everything will be dusted and placed back. From morning, early morning we start. As soon as Mangalarti is over, we rush to clean. And by 10:30, whole thing, work will be over. All will be looking, Swami is this, that and all, work is going on. Last, that cleaning the floor, little that detergent is put and nicely rubbed and washed. Every work is over. By about 10:30 or 11, they will call us for food. Even kitchen cleaning, dining hall cleaning, kitchen cleaning, dining hall cleaning is at once. And everything is over, all will sit in the dining hall. By about 10:30, 11, the work is over. All will be fed nice upma and coffee. And that joy, the one who is in charge of that department and those who are seeing the all working of the brahmacharis and other volunteers, toiling, continuous running about, and last they are sitting and everybody is happy. The great satisfaction comes I have done something for God today. I have done something for God. That itself, the understanding, worship, it's a worship. We don't see the worship there, but it is actually work as worship. That work as worship, last we sit and take that prasad. That is most, all fans will be running, all will be sweating, whole body sweated under the fan, cooling fan, and that nice food when they take. That gives great peace, that God has accepted while eating. That heart says, God has accepted your service. Till then we will not understand. We understand, there will be an understanding, work as worship. I don't seek anything from that. No praises, no returns of any type, no payments, no thanksgiving, nothing. But when we sit and take that prasad, it is a sign of an intuitive understanding. I have done for God without expecting anything. And God has accepted while eating that satisfaction we and all get, collective understanding. That collective understanding gives, God has accepted my worship. So this we see here. The meal was ready. Master and devotees went to the inner court where they were treated with generous feast. It is not taking food. Taking food we do every day, everywhere. But when the guests have come, when devotees have come, feeding them has a different significance altogether. It is for the donor or for the pure person who is feeding, responsible for getting it done. For him it is a worship of God. He is feeding God, not man. From these people's what all I did from morning. I had to walk so many miles, so I have to come by carriage, horse carriage, all this. While coming, after coming, I had to do this lot of work. All that is Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. It is offered to God. And then they partake the food. About 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the master was seated again in Ishan's drawing room with M and Shrish. Ishan's drawing room, they are in their house. He resumed his conversation with Shrish. Master, what's your attitude towards God? What is your understanding of God? What's your attitude towards God? I am He or master and servant? Again he is coming to that. He must be aware which path he has to go. There should not be a confusion in mind. This or that, this or that. He is that intuitive understanding that comes from within. That has to be awakened. My telling is different. If Thakur says, oh, your path is bhakti path, it is a different thing. He is trying to go from outside to inside. But if someone awakens from within, what is my path? Then it becomes, these things will not be, we don't pay much attention. Now we enter into a tradition, suppose Ramakrishna tradition itself, we enter a particular procedure, this, that, everything is given. Which path am I to follow? what am I exactly going to do is there is no reference, there is no understanding. Somebody says you have to go by this path, you have to go by Advaita. He says, all right. But what is the total 100% acceptance, dedication may come much later. But from within it comes, I have to love God. I have to serve all beings. It awakens from within. That is his path. It becomes very, and he smoothly because whole of his being is tuned to that. It is his nature. It is nature. So he follows it. So Master is trying to give him his identity. What's your attitude? I am he or master and servant. For the householder, it's very good to look on God as master. The householder is conscious of doing the duties of life himself. He is making his own arrangements, going, earning, bringing, everything. Under such conditions, how can he say, I am he? To him who says, I am he, the world appears to be a dream. The Advaitic understanding, I and God are one, I am he. Would appear to be a dream. The world itself appears to be. His mind, his body, even his ego are a dream to him. Mano buddhi ahankara chittanina. Everything is a dream. Therefore, he cannot perform worldly duties. So, it's very good for the householder to look on himself as the servant and God as the master. This is an understanding. The two aspects. Sri Ramakrishna strikes a balance between the two. One is pradhana, one is apradhana. Not that he is going to eliminate the other. See, this is, you are having a family. You are responsible, you have responsibilities and duties to discharge. You cannot say, I am Brahman. You have dependents, you have all these things to attend. You try to begin, you are my master, I am your servant. But should I reject, I am he, the Advaitic? No. That will be in the background. Strike a balance between the two. Now, hold on to it, I am he, God alone is truth, all else is unreal. Hold on to it as the ultimate goal and the substratum of your existence. Substratum on which you are going to build a foundation. It is a foundation. We need a strong foundation. One absolute existence. Satchidananda. All else, universes also appear and disappear and are subjected to constant change. Unchanging eternal reality. If you think of yourself, your subjective ultimate Atman is eternal. Similarly, beyond the universe, in which the universe is floating like a ball, infinite existence, that's also is entirely the unchanging eternal reality. So, the bottom on which I am standing, platform, is Advaita, one absolute reality, unchanging reality. The beyond is also the unchanging reality. In between is this world and we all. Here we get the grip on the bhakti, with beautiful edifice of bhakti, a palace of bhakti, of ananda. It is made of ananda. The whole thing, Satchidananda, existence, consciousness, bliss. It is made up of consciousness. If you touch, it will talk. Like that, the whole universe, Satchidananda. Now you see the understanding. This is bhakti, filled with love, that is filled with the Chaitanya. Beyond is the infinite Chaitanya. Below is the infinite Chaitanya. And I am in a joyful state, safe in the hands of Mother. This is the whole picture. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.